Welcome to the ultimate military showdown. Today, we're comparing the military might of two powerful nations, China and Saudi Arabia. We're talking tanks, planes, nukes, the whole shebang. Who's got the bigger stick? Who would win in a head-to-head? Buckle up because this is going to be an exciting ride. First up, let's talk about manpower. When it comes to military strength, one of the most crucial factors is the sheer number of personnel. This isn't just about having people in uniform, it's about having a well-trained, disciplined, and ready-to-deploy force. We're talking boots on the ground, people ready to fight. These are the individuals who stand on the front lines, who march into battle, and who ensure the security of their nation. The number of soldiers a country can deploy is a significant indicator of its military capability. China's got a massive population, and that translates to a huge active military force. With over 1 billion people, China can draw from a vast pool of potential soldiers. Their military, known as the People's Liberation Army, is one of the largest in the world. We're talking millions of soldiers. The sheer scale of their manpower is staggering. This allows China to maintain a significant presence not just within its borders, but also in various strategic locations around the globe. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, has a smaller population, but they're not slacking on their military. Despite having a population of around 34 million, Saudi Arabia invests heavily in its military infrastructure and training. They've still got a formidable force ready to defend their interests. Their military is well-equipped and highly trained, focusing on quality over quantity. This makes them a significant player in the region. But who has more people ready to answer the call? When comparing the manpower of different countries, it's essential to consider not just the numbers, but also the readiness and capability of these forces. A large army is impressive, but an effective army is invaluable. It's a David versus Goliath situation, but remember, size isn't everything. While a larger force can be intimidating, the effectiveness of a military depends on various factors, including training, technology, strategy, and morale. Smaller forces can often punch above their weight if they are well prepared and strategically deployed. Training and preparedness play a crucial role in determining the effectiveness of a military force. Regular drills, advanced training programs, and real-world combat experience can significantly enhance a military's capability. Technology is another critical factor. Modern warfare relies heavily on advanced technology, from communication systems to weaponry. Countries that invest in cutting-edge technology can often offset the numerical advantage of larger forces. Strategy and leadership are equally important. Effective military leaders can make a significant difference in the outcome of conflicts. Strategic planning, efficient resource allocation, and quick decision-making are vital components of military success. And let's not forget morale. The spirit and determination of the troops can turn the tide of battle. A motivated and cohesive force is often more effective than a larger but less unified army. In conclusion, while manpower is a crucial element of military strength, it's the combination of numbers, training, technology, strategy, and morale that truly defines a powerful military. Whether it's the vast numbers of China's army or the highly trained forces of Saudi Arabia, each has its strengths and challenges. The global landscape of military power is complex and ever-changing. Understanding the nuances of manpower and its impact on military capability is essential for grasping the broader picture of global security. Let's talk tanks, troops, and everything in between. China's got a massive land army with tons of tanks, artillery, and armored vehicles. We're talking about a ground force that can move mountains. Saudi Arabia has been investing heavily in their ground forces too. They've got some seriously advanced tanks and equipment, some of it from the good old US of A. But who's got the firepower to dominate the battlefield? This is where things get really interesting. Now we're talking about the skies. Air power is crucial in modern warfare, and both China and Saudi Arabia know it. The ability to control the airspace can determine the outcome of battles and even entire wars. It's not just about having the most jets, it's about having the best technology, the most skilled pilots, and the most effective strategies. China's been developing its own stealth fighters, and they've got a huge fleet of jets ready for action. The J-20, for instance, is a fifth-generation stealth fighter designed to compete with the best in the world. It's equipped with advanced avionics, powerful engines, and stealth capabilities that make it a formidable opponent in any aerial engagement. China's Air Force, known as the People's Liberation Army Air Force, PLAAF, has been rapidly modernizing, incorporating new technologies and expanding its fleet to ensure it can project power far beyond its borders. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, relies heavily on its allies, especially the US, for their air power. The Royal Saudi Air Force, RSAF, operates a variety of advanced aircraft, including the F-15 Eagle, which has been a mainstay of their fleet for decades. These jets are known for their versatility and combat effectiveness. The RSAF also benefits from extensive training and support from the United States, ensuring that their pilots are among the best trained in the region. They've got F-15s, Typhoons, you name it. The Eurofighter Typhoon is another key component of Saudi Arabia's Air Force, offering advanced capabilities in air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. With a mix of American and European technology, the RSAF is well equipped to handle a variety of threats. Their fleet is not just about quantity, but also about quality, with each aircraft being maintained to the highest standards and equipped with the latest in military technology. But who would win in a dogfight? This is a question that has fascinated military analysts and aviation enthusiasts for years. A dogfight, or close-range aerial combat, tests the limits of both the aircraft and the pilots. Factors such as maneuverability, speed, and weapon systems all come into play. While China's J-20 boasts stealth and advanced avionics, Saudi Arabia's F-15S and Typhoons are known for their agility and combat-proven performance. This is where technology and training really come into play. The outcome of any aerial engagement would depend heavily on the skill of the pilots and the effectiveness of their training. Both China and Saudi Arabia invest heavily in training their pilots, ensuring they are prepared for any scenario. Simulated dogfights, rigorous training exercises, and constant readiness are key components of their Air Force strategies. In the end, it's not just about the machines in the sky, but the men and women who fly them. Chapter 4. Navy, Battleships, and Beyond. In this chapter we dive deep into the world of naval power, exploring the might and strategy behind the world's most formidable fleets. It's time to set sail and see who rules the waves. The vast oceans are the ultimate battlegrounds where nations showcase their naval prowess. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, the competition is fierce, and the stakes are incredibly high. China's been building up its navy at an incredible pace. Over the past decade, they've launched more ships than any other nation, transforming their naval capabilities. Their shipyards are bustling with activity, producing state-of-the-art vessels that are ready to dominate the seas. They've got aircraft carriers, destroyers, submarines, the whole 9 yards. The Liaoning, their first aircraft carrier, is a symbol of their growing maritime ambitions. Alongside it, their fleet of destroyers and submarines ensures they have a versatile and powerful presence in the water. Saudi Arabia's navy is smaller, but they're focused on controlling key waterways in the region. Their strategic location makes them a crucial player in maritime security, especially in the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. They've got frigates, corvettes, and patrol boats to protect their interests. These vessels are equipped with advanced technology to ensure they can respond swiftly to any threats, maintaining stability in these critical waterways. But in a clash of titans, who would come out on top? Naval warfare isn't just about the number of ships, it's about strategy, training, and technological superiority. War games and simulations help navies prepare for real-world scenarios, testing their tactics and readiness. This is where things get really strategic. High-level meetings and detailed planning sessions are crucial. Naval officers and strategists analyze every possible scenario, ensuring they have the upper hand in any potential conflict. The balance of power on the seas is constantly shifting, and only those who are prepared can hope to maintain their dominance. Chapter 5. Strategic Weapons, the Big Guns. Now it's time to talk about the big guns, the weapons that can change the course of history. China's a nuclear power, with an arsenal of intercontinental ballistic missiles that can reach across the globe. Saudi Arabia, while not officially possessing nuclear weapons, has close ties with Pakistan, and is believed to have some agreements in place. This is a whole different ballgame, folks. The stakes don't get much higher than this. Military spending. Put your money where your military is. Money talks, especially when it comes to military might. China's been pouring money into its military, modernizing its forces and developing cutting-edge technology. Saudi Arabia, flush with oil wealth, has also been spending big on defense, importing top-of-the-line equipment from around the world. But who's getting the most bang for their buck? This is where economic power translates into military power. In the 21st century, technology is everything. China's been investing heavily in areas like artificial intelligence, hypersonic weapons, and cyber warfare. They're aiming to be a leader in the future of warfare. Saudi Arabia has been focusing on acquiring advanced technology from its allies, but they're also working on developing their own domestic military industries. But who's got the edge in the tech race? This is where things get really futuristic. You're only as strong as your allies, right? China's been strengthening its ties with countries like Russia and Pakistan, forming a powerful bloc on the world stage. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, has a long-standing alliance with the United States, which provides them with significant military support. But who's got the stronger network of friends? This is where geopolitics comes into play. They say location is everything, and that's definitely true in warfare. China's got a vast and diverse territory to defend with coastlines, mountains, and deserts. Saudi Arabia, located in the heart of the Middle East, has a strategic location but is surrounded by potential adversaries. But who's got the geographical advantage? This is where maps become battlefields. Being able to build your own weapons and equipment is crucial for any country that wants to be a major military power. China's been making huge strides in its domestic military production, churning out everything from tanks to fighter jets. Saudi Arabia, while still heavily reliant on imports, has been making efforts to boost its own defense industry. But who's got the edge in the production game? This is where self-reliance meets military might. There you have it, folks. The ultimate military comparison between China and Saudi Arabia. We've looked at the numbers, the tech, the strategies, and it's clear that both countries have some serious military might. But who do you think comes out on top? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic showdowns.